staring me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a gunshot bride, with a triggered cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In the trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sighs for the sun. Bring it on home, 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 home. I can take another complication. Have mercy, please, God, erase us. I can take another complication. I can take another complication. Have mercy, please, God, erase us. Destroying upset, unfocusing distractions tear me open until the thoughts in my head are constantly haunting me. I hope that I don't call you while I whine about it. I hope you won't be sad while I cry about it.
This is Duggan from the lower entrance drop. Is Lunatic going to get the survivor? Whips out the Thompson, and no! What a stunning Thompson frag that was from Lunatic.
Alright. partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is. Chocolate starfish. Wanna keep on rolling, baby. Move it, now move out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, now breathe out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. L-I-M-P, Biscuit is right here. People in the house, put their hands in the air. Cause if you don't care, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3, times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix of the Limp Biscuit mix. So where the fuck you at, punk? Shut the fuck up and back the fuck up while we fuck this track up. Throw your hands 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 up. Now move it, now move out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, now breathe out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 You don't wanna mess with Limp Bizkit? Yeah, can't mess with Limp Bizkit. Why? Because we get it on every day and every night. Get this platinum thing right here. But we're doing it all the time. So you better get some better beats and get some better rhymes. We got the game set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school soldiers blasting out the hot shit. That rock shit, putting bounce in the mosh pit. Throw your hands up. 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 Move it, now move out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, now breathe out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 Hey ladies, hey fellas, and the people that don't give a fuck. All the lovers, all the haters, and all the people that call themselves players. Hot mamas, pimp daddies, and the people rolling up in caddies. Hey rockers, hip hoppers, and everybody all around the world. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, now breathe out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 Move it, now move out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, now breathe out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Soaking through guns that held us up against the wall. Soaking through guns that held us up against the wall. Hold your guns against the wall.
here comes Raz. He's trick jumping as much as he can. He's going to get them. No, he's taken down by Mouse's Luger frag, and he secures them with 15 seconds left on the top. And that was a very fine move there by Raz. He just snuck through the TLR defense there.
So
cannot take this anymore. Saying everything I've said before. All these words, they make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance. Less I hear, the less you say. You'll find that out anyway. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge. And I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe. 'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. I find the answers aren't so clear.
yet. Our next quarterfinal is between two extremely accomplished players who basically can't split hairs between in the last couple of weeks of the Pro League. Let's go ahead and welcome them onto the stage. A previous winner here at Luca Comics and Games. Please put your hands together for Razy! And his opponent, someone who in the global rankings is essentially neck and neck, with their positions effectively switching at the last possible moment before we flew out here. This is going to be a good one. Say hi to Dahang! Match after match of the highest level Quake champions coming your way for the rest of this afternoon and evening, and we are minutes away from getting into map number 1 here. Casters, over to you.
The quarterfinals continue. There's been drama in the air, and we have more stories to tell. 40, how do we get into this insane series after what we just witnessed?
What a start to top 8, and it's not going to stop. So we just saw Cypher take out Rafa, the other Liquid Boy trying to do a little bit better against Razy, but the Godslayer, I mean, he has his history here in the beautiful Cathedral, looking to make it 2 in a row. This one's going to be close.
It's going to be spicy, and as we've already been hearing about from Warsaw, there's been a switch up in the global leaderboard just before we came out to Luca, which allowed Razy to get that top 8 guaranteed spot. But now Dahang's been grinding it through, got the win over Genic, got the win over Avec, and yeah, we've got a best of 5 on our hands where I don't even want to talk favorites just yet. I'm just curious about these storylines of Dahang versus Cypher or Razy versus Cypher. Both of those have got very interesting backstories to them.
Let's take a look at Razy's stats throughout QPL right here. Just a couple missteps, nothing too big. Very solid play from Razy, as you would come to expect. And I wonder, I mean, not to get too ahead of ourselves in terms of pick and bans, is there a world in which Dahang allows clutch through? I mean, both of these players are kind of clutch pioneers in their own right.
Yeah, I mean, I think Razy's most likely to be playing it if, you know, Dahang decides not to ban. Razy has been up there as the sort of, I think Dahang was the pioneer, but Razy's really been holding the trophy for it for a long time.
Is it because of the clutch only account?
I think so.
Is that what
Clutch
makes
only
you think that?
is continuing. No, but for the last couple of years, Razy's just been at the top of his game with that champion, made a name for himself with it, for good or for bad, and he might well actually take it out, especially for the amount of hours he puts into practicing him still. Dahang's definitely got to be conscious of that.
Yeah, Dahang's again had a bit of a rough road. Not really rough, but Avec putting up a fight, Genic taking a map off of him, and all because Razy and Dahang flip-flopped. It could have been the polar opposite, where Dahang has been sitting pretty waiting for this moment. Instead, Razy has been resting, studying up, watching the matches. He might have the upper hand, kind of seeing how Dahang has been playing and adapting to map and champ picks throughout the tournament.
Yeah, he's been able to download some data, but he's also fresh up on the stage. But the last time he played on this stage,
it's like home.
He won the tournament, so
welcome back home to the championship bed.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still going to be feeling pretty good. But then we're going to be getting into. You know what? Let's just do some predictions of some sort.
You love it.
I know.
Let's do
I know.
it. I know you couldn't wait.
The maps and stuff down, and there's a lot of things that can happen. I think that the vetoes are going to be incredibly important. What champions are going to be picked versus, etc. The matchups themselves. I think I see a small advantage for. Never mind, we've got the picks and bans.
Well, now you're cheating because the pick and bans are available.
Okay, I think I see a small advantage for Razy, but I think Dahang has been getting better and better as the tournament goes on, which is why I've been kind of having my doubts a little bit. So we'll have to take a look. Corrupted Keep is going to be first. This is the map that Dahang lost versus Genic. I was concerned versus Avec because Avec had a lead going, but then suddenly Dahang just got the better of him and extended this massive lead.
Look at that immediate hell no clutch ban. I love that. I love that.
Let's not mess around.
Again, Corrupted Keep, Blood Covenant, Veil, Molten, and Awoken. If it takes it that far, we got Strog and Peeker, a staple of Dehang's arsenal. Can't wait to see more Peeker plays. Galena on Razy. We got Nyx versus Visor, Eisen versus Doom, Slash versus Anarchy on Molten. That's going to be high-octane action. And DK BJ.
Yeah, there's a lot to be had over here. Just the light champion matchup on Molten. Would love to be able to get that far. I'm expecting maps to be going either way this series.
Do you think there could be a sweep?
I think it's possible, but I'm not expecting it. And honestly, it could go either way, is the funny thing. It depends how prepared is Razy. He's had a good end to the weekly games. But is that going to transition the way that it wants to once he gets onto the stage? I always expect absolute fire from Razy. I think going into QuakeCon, he was actually one of the favorites between him and Rafa to be winning the event. He seemed to go a little quiet during the weekly games. He woke up a lot at the end, but is this enough to justify seeing him as a big favorite? I don't think it's a big favorite at all.
I think it's too close. I don't know. But after what we just saw, I just don't know anything anymore. I'm still shocked. I'm shell-shocked. I'll never be okay. But Razy Dehang, it should be a fantastic even matchup. But again, any given Sunday, it's an overused phrase, but it means a lot, especially on a championship Sunday like today, Zoot.
True. So let's talk about the first map. Because we've got Corrupted Keep, got Galena and Strog, I believe. I think Galena is a very solid pick. It tends to be a staple pick for a lot of players on that map. But it's going versus the Strog of Dehang. You've got to be careful of, if he's got the ability up, you do not want to push too hard into him because that's what he wants you to do. He's
got his pilot's license. If anyone missed the set, I mean, the man has his pilot's license with Peeker. It's absolutely insane, the reads and the plays and his control over that.
I thought, I've got him low. I've got him on the run. He's got 50 health left. He goes around a corner, and all of a sudden, that Peeker flies at you, doing the 15 damage, then goes in for the cruise missile form.
And his ability to dodge.
Yeah, and if you're not aware of that for just a split second, then that's the difference between life and death and potentially winning or losing that entire map. And Razy has got a really strong history on Corrupted Keep too. It's been known as Razy's Keep. He's certainly got some great chances to win that map. Honestly, Corrupted Keep and Blood Covenant can really go either way.
It's going to be, I'm always wanting 5 maps. I'm selfish. I want all 5, but we'll see. I think you're right about Razy's Keep. I think he has to have the slight advantage on that. But we'll see. I mean, we saw a very strong play from Dehang on that just earlier today. So,
yeah, it's been up and down. It's never been entirely solid, but he's taken advantage of a player like Avec where he just has that quick moment where he's not thinking about the Peeker, and suddenly that allows the frag, that allows control. And then Dehang gets into that comfort zone where you have that mega health, you have the heavy armor going, and you suddenly can slow the game down to a pace that you want, and you can force an aggressive player like Avec to just chill for a moment. If Razy is in an aggressive mood, he can be unrelenting. If Dehang's only going to feel comfortable going against that if he's able to somehow get some good control. Otherwise, his defensive rockets are going to have to be better than ever.
So what you're saying is 3-0 Razy?
No, I think I'm 3-1 Razy.
I was really close. Really close.
So you were predicting my prediction?
Yeah.
What's yours?
Playing the meta game. I honestly, it's too close to tell. I don't know.
Because we're starting to run out of Americans.
Don't tell me that. I abstain. There's 2 left. There's 2 hopes.
It's true. There's 2.
Dehang
and Saiga. I mean, there's plenty of action from NA still to come.
Yeah, why are they trying to hurt my boys? I don't know.
I mean, we just had I'd call it a big upset. I would say
I think that was probably one of the biggest upsets of the tournament.
I mean, Cypher's just come from challenges. And I'll be honest, his shape going through challenges has been good in challenges, but I wasn't sure, is this something that's going to translate to Quake Pro League? And it's been translating amazing. He's built so much confidence through the tournament. We've just seen, I think, the best Cypher that we've seen in about 5 years.
I was going to say, it's not even that he won, it's the way that he won.
Yeah.
It was insanely dominant from Cypher, and I don't think anybody expected that. We knew it was going to be close. 3-2 either way would have been fine if Cypher edged it out, but the way that he won was absolutely insane.
Yeah, and again, to continue with Rafa Cypher, the amount of respect they have at the end, it's not about cheering and celebrating because there's too much
Way too much history.
Yeah. So it's nothing but love between those guys, but it serves as a very useful benchmark for Cypher to know how well he can do and what actually is the peak that he can get to. With Dahang and Razy eyeing up someone like Cypher in the semifinals, I don't know if they're feeling good about that or not. If you just got rid of Rafa, you're thinking actually winning this.
I think
maybe
you don't even think about that.
Yeah.
I think you can't. You're in the server, you're in the game, you worry about your opponent. Razy, eyes on Dahang, eyes on Razy. How can I deal with this? One map at a time, one item cycle at a time.
For sure.
And that's the way that you have to move throughout the rest of this tournament as we are getting into the second map, or second game, rather, of top 8 shortly between Maestro Razy and Liquid Dahang here in the beautiful Cathedral of Frags.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to talk about the history between what we could get in the future, because I'm lingering on that right now. Razy and Cypher, if they go together, you're looking at old PGL, you're looking at rivalries they've been having online, you're looking at the double long sets that they used to have to determine who could get into the top 8s. Dahang and Cypher history goes back a lot longer. If we get that, that's a repeat of QuakeCon finals, of loads of dramatic matches that they've had in the past, where it's always been tension-filled. And I think there's going to be some, like people like Jahar are going to be reeling back at the possibilities of if we saw a Dahang versus a Cypher. With Razy and Dahang, there isn't as much history. It's more recent. They've played their fair share of sets through the likes of DreamHack Denver and things like that, but it's...
which, if I'm not mistaken, Dahang won that one.
Dahang won, Razy won the event.
But what DreamHack did Dahang win?
He won DreamHack Winter
That's
2017.
the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
So they're kind of taking it in turns a little bit in terms of shape, but that was the year that Dahang's shape was unbelievably good. And then moving on forward, I think there's been a little bit of a...
Członkostwo w NATO, największym sojuszu obronnym świata, zapewnia nam bezpieczeństwo.
the spot, not you, even though Rafa is the one who pushed me into this position.
But you also have to worry about the fatigue mid-tournament. Granted, he's been winning, he's been taking 2-1s, but all these games wear and tear on you, especially at this stage. Second day, you've been playing a lot. Is that going to affect Dahang? We might see some fatigue. We might not. I don't know. Maybe he slammed 2 more energy drinks on his way out to the stage.
I think he's got a particular level of focus, though. This is someone who's a long-term veteran of the game. He takes it incredibly seriously. If there is any, he's definitely not going to let it show.
We're going to get into it now. Appreciate the patience, guys. Razy versus Dahang right now. Map number 1, Corrupted Keep. More top 8 action. Who is going to move on? We will find out shortly as Razy makes his way over to the LG. And the peeker play immediately shut down by Razy. Well done to deal with that. Doesn't want anything to do with that. A little bit of shotgun damage as he just keeps peering over the edge of that statue. He's going to jump over, grab the vials. Lots of LG from Dahang. Razy reeling after that fight. Pretty strong.
Himself the heavy, so he's going to do a little turnaround, goes to Mega Health instead. The LG's good, shotgun blast is going to work, and Razy, quite quickly, is going to get first blood on Corrupted Keep.
That LG turnaround, though. Fade down the totem, grab the Mega, stop the onslaught, and the onslaught from him won't stop as the shotgun comes out, but Dahang makes it rain with the LG.
No LG for Razy, that really hurt. Pika play was perfect from Dahang, but right off the spawn, Razy's going to chase down with the machine gun. And is this an aggressive game that Razy's going to want to continue playing, because he's been chasing all over the place. That rocket so close, 38 health, there's the bubble, heavy up in a couple of seconds, but we have got Dahang racing through. The totem is going to help quite a bit, but Dahang is really strong at the moment. He can't do much. That's an immediate refrag, 2 for 2. Is Razy going to do it all over again?
Just a slugfest right now, minute 30 in, 2-2. Good machine gun damage from below as Dahang waiting on this Mega. Could be deadly. There's the peeker play from down under. 56 damage on that one. That's going to be enough to force Razy away. Hang with a clean Mega after that play.
I think Razor was trying to slow him down a bit so he can get onto the heavy. He has that totem to heal him up a little bit. Razor's stack is not terrible in comparison, but he has to switch the weapons. Needed a couple more nails to hit. Dahang now in the lead.
The LG pushed him off of the bridge. That is so crucial right there. Razy did not want that to happen. 3-2. Dahang punishes appropriately, takes advantage of the situation. Almost hits that rocket on the exit, but the machine gun, Razy wants to fight. There's the peeker, deals with it nicely. Again, now he could push in, takes care of the totem, takes a lot of damage from that machine gun. The nail, can he cut off into the rocket? But he has the perfect rate on that jump, and so much nail damage from Razy to hang on 1 HP.
He's going to leave him down. Razy is going to bypass it, move over to the nail room, have the health bubbles a little bit, see what kind of positions we'll have set up for the Mega Health. That's going to be a big point of contention. Razy's going to run right through Dahang, not expecting that at all. Totally caught off guard, and now the Mega Spawn comes in, chasing with the LG. Oh, the shotgun doesn't even get hit by the pummel. I love the denial too.
And Dahang just trying to post up at that point, trying to do any damage you can. Razy looking so stacked, really living up to the name of Razy's keep, but it's still really close. 4-3. Dahang battling back with the LG totem in hand for Razy. Down it goes. Shotgun out. And that's a frag in the bag for Razy.
Gonna find him again. Oh, that lightning gun off the spawn shotgun. Just another quick little blast, and that is another 6-3. Razy is starting to pick up some momentum. Dahang has to think about how to slow this one down.
Beautiful rocket jump, steals the heavy out from under Dahang. The shotgun blasts again, too strong. 7-3, just piling it on right now. Razy playing absolutely great.
I mean, the rocket jump to get over the heavy armor, his timing is perfect. Getting a lot of pressure on these rockets. 38 health, up the bounce pad, hit one air rocket there from Dahang. Can he get back in? Even with this mega health, the control is fickle. Respecting the shotgun now, but Razy's been very dynamic with the types of weapons that he's been using. He's now getting himself into the heavy armor. Dahang, despite getting the last kill, isn't going to be feeling amazing. A little bit of good Pika play, but Razy's still outstacking him.
This totem's coming back to haunt Dahang here as Razy's doing a good job of using them sparingly. Almost getting that overstack, has 2 up currently. 18 seconds till the next one, fighting for this mega. Weird angles, but the shotgun point blanks are gonna punish Dahang in the drop down. 9-4.
Damage he's been doing with that weapon. Absolutely wild. Takes the heavy, loses a lot of the overstack, but it's again with the shotgun, and Dahang can't deal with that pressure. We're not even halfway in. And Razy, I mean, he's come straight onto the stage and has no fear at all.
How much buff shot can Dahang take? 11-4. He's getting good up. The peeker play is actually quite nice. 27 HP. He's going to grab a bubble.
Whoa.
Razy doing great machine gun damage, though. So we're rounding the 5th minute mark here in this duel. Halfway through, 11-4. Razy looking so strong. Again, it is Razy's keep.
It is. I didn't realize he owned it this much at the moment.
He's definitely not renting. He owns it. He owns it. Solid and everything. Totem in hand. All the totems have been dealt with for now. Mega will go to Razy. A little bit of rocket damage from Dahang. 7 frag deficit is going to be huge to come back down to 5 minutes.
Hello. Watch out for the Pika. Hello, mate.
What? Dahang with the frag. 11-5. As everything is getting a bit hazy as Razy goes down. Things are just crazy. Dahang can't be lazy as he's down to 6.
I hope that everything is okay for you guys.
Everything's completely fine.
Why are you worried? Not worried at all, but Razy having to be careful at the moment. Seems to have been some hiccups, but he's pressing on forward from that. Has had the totem out, gets rid of the Pika. Applying a bit of pressure with the lightning gun. That's going to be going down. Dahang starting to make a bit of a comeback at the moment. 3 frags between them.
Huge stack right now. So he's going to grab the mega and just add pool of resources. Razy. go. There's a peeker play, and that was pretty. Dahang just so good at using that peeker. The totem goes down, the rockets come out, the Mega is stolen, and Dahang wants another frag. And with the LG, the frag he will get 10 to 11, 7 minutes in.
Yeah, he's managed to get full control of the situation. There's been an alarming amount of kills in the last couple of minutes. Hopefully for Razy, he can hobble it together a little bit after the dominant start to the game. His rockets have gone crazy again. Finds another, and he's starting to get back on his feet a little here on Corrupted Keep. That will feel a lot better for Razy.
He knew he couldn't push for the Mega, unfortunately for him, but he does have health bubbles to work with to get that stack back. That frag hopefully will be the start to some defense and stopping the bleeding here as Razy deals with that peeker again so well. It's only been a couple times that one play near the heavy where Dahang really had an amazing peeker play. For the most part, Razy's been dealing with it nicely. Down goes the totem for a little bit of extra insurance before the Mega comes up. Nice little string of nails, lands a few.
It's quite scary now that Razy's got the HMG. He didn't have it before, and when zooming in, he was so effective.
2 minutes left. Frag is going to be pivotal in some of these angles, and that rocket is a good start. A little bit of LG as well. Are we going to see the machine gun? There it is near the end there. And even that, 2-3 bullets. That's an insane amount of damage to the MG.
Crazy how he can apply some pressure to him. Mega health. This is a really good idea while he's waiting for the heavy behind his force. So he's going to go back, take another look. It's okay, all fine. I might have timed it before, but everything is perfect at the moment.
Peeker play comes in. Getting what he wanted out of that one. LG on LG. Totem in pocket if he wants it. There's the throwdown. Dahang has 225s to work with. Swap to the MG, and the mutual frag goes in favor of Razy. Dahang not happy about that one.
He really needed that to go his way. That even if he got the kill, he would have been left with 10, 20 points of health, and he needed to have more in order to perpetuate the control of it. He'll get the heavy in a second, but now we're in a sort of even situation again. With sub 60 seconds to go, lacking a lot of weapons, this is very, very difficult for Dahang.
Grabbing the LG. Really only has that machine gun to work with. He's going to take a lot of LG damage from Razy. Positioning. Not good for Razy now as he's stuck behind the statue. The peeker play won't really net him any damage. 30 seconds in the LG from around the corner. Obliterates Dahang. 14 to 11, and off the spawn he's going to get another one as Dahang only has nails and can't land him. 15 to 11, Razy pulling away, and I think this one is done and dusted, Zoo.
Yeah, it does look to be the way, and he might be able to pick up another little back point right at the end. Dahang is definitely pushing towards him. And after the turbulent midsection of the game, Razy manages to claw back that control, because when Dahang was coming back into it, it looked very scary while he seemed to be perpetually at like 150, 150. That is GG though. Our defending champion here at Luka is going to pick up his first map for his first time on stage this weekend.
Yeah, it looked like we entered the Matrix a little bit there as Dahang was hitting his stride, but Razy shuts that down after a while. Secures map number 1.
Indeed, we will be getting bloodbath after. I was talking about the start of the game though, how aggressive Razy seemed to be being immediately. There was no time to slow down. Even it seemed like he was out of control. It's like, right, dude, down.
That play was really great. Throw down the totem. You're not coming in the doorway. Here's some LG. Mega's behind me. Yeah, a bit of a slugfest.
Indeed, he was getting caught out in some instances. This is where the Dahang started to do quite well. But Razy was just converting afterwards. Managed to get it to 3-3, and then the pressure seemed to be all on Dahang for the next 2 to 4 minutes.
Really good use of the turn here. Push you, I have getting so much mileage out of that shot.
And the way that he was jumping towards the heavy armor to get the control going for himself, or at least to continue the control. Dahang was like, there's no way he gets here in X amount of time, and he was there in X amount of time.
So, needless to say, Razy lives up to the name of Razy's Keep.
Yeah. He does very well.
He doesn't like guests in his home, Zoo, is what I took away from him. He's not a fan. He doesn't have a guest bed. Get out.
Something that's really difficult for Razy in the past is how he's going to see it after losing the first map. He's the type of person who who has that sort of emotional reaction and finds it difficult to kind of like get himself out of that slump of just a map loss, which seems so minor when you go into sort of a best of 5 situation. But he's become a lot more headstrong, and now he can run with the punches a little more.
And that you have to be mentally tough, especially in a best of 5. It's very easy to get in your own head as we take a look at the map. Stats from that one. Yeah, it's good to hear. And Dehang on the other side is going to need that same mental toughness going in to the next map. After a tough loss, it was close. He almost clawed it back, but Razy snuffed that out immediately and said, no, please don't. Please get out of my house.
And Razy's aim was actually looking really good. That's the one thing that I was a bit skeptical about online, is that it didn't look like he was normally hitting the caliber of shots that I expected to see from him. And now we get into our first map and it feels like, well, let's put aside those worries. Razy's here, right? He's not messing around. And he's bringing that aim with him. Now we're going to be going over to a map that has got the railgun, and the railgun is going to be a pretty defining feature. It is Blood Covenant with the hang on the visor and Razy on the Nyx.
Are we going to see that same level of aim from Razy as Dehang popping the vision immediately? And he's going to cut off at the railgun, a little bit of LG. That shot just in case, backing out saying, hey guys, I'll destroy you. Dehan's going to drop down and grab the 50 shard, waiting patiently, doesn't want to take a rail and make sure it's safe behind. This jump pad, and here comes the fight. LG on nail swap to rail is going to net him so much damage. Almost railable, but that blood pool pickup is going to help him just for the time being.
Razy gets an easy heavy. The light champions are not feeling too bad. You have to be aware about when that piercing sight is being used by Dehang. Within that certain range, you're able to hear it go off. Light will be up. And Dehang now can make his next move. He knows which direction Razy's going from the heavy, and he has got that perfect timing on it, thanks to using the ability. Does this translate into anything extra after? Razy does go up the bounce pad, manages to hit one rail, but it's a fairly even trade overall. And I think Hourglass control is also something to look out for with these two champions, because it can be a race to get your cooldown off as soon as possible.
Ooh, really good tri-bolt there. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The minute you pop your ability, you want to try and make your way towards whatever shards you can find so you can get the Ghost Walk and or the Vision back immediately. It's a really good rail from Razy there. You kind of get the sense that this is going to be one of those very slow rail, have an opening kind of games. Nothing too crazy from either side, at least yet. Dehang waiting on the opening, playing this banana. There's another great rail from around the corner. Razy keeping Dehang low here as he drops down to the 50. Vision's going to be up, and he's going to pop it to make his way cleanly towards the Mega.
Been very silent though overall. It's going to be a bit more of a commitment now with the rail landing, and even with the Mega health picks up, Razy might want to fight a bit more. Light armor down on the floor. And Razy bait that one in a bit. Good rocket, but Ghost Walk's just been used. Razy still has a good stack and finds the rail off the Ghost Walk. We have first blood spilled.
And that's just such a good place to use Ghost Walk. So confusing. Which pillar did you go behind? Where did you go? And Razy hits him with the peekaboo rail in the back. That's the first frag. Dehang already low off the spawn. 50 HP is going to grab a 50 shard. Still needs to be careful. Vision is back up. He might pop that just to try and stay alive for as long as he can. Mega's up, and I like this delay from Razy here.
Very nice, got a bit of time to play with between the items, which may work out for him, but Dehang laying off some 90s here. Ghost Walk up while we have 20 seconds to pierce in sight. Just a quick move across the map. It's going to be Mega Health next. The Ghost Walk now being used. He has spotted which direction Dehang's going to go, and he seems to be struggling to punish on these major item pickups. He was near the rockets for a moment as he edged back. He's still guarding on top of the bridge, and that is a solid rail as Razy comes around the corner. With heavy behind, Dehang might be able to secure this, but he's pushed forward instead. 2 banana. We've got a drop down. Rocket does land. Oh, this is close, and it ends up being a neutral frag. A very aggressive drop from Razy.
I think the Hang salvaged that very well. That could have gone very pear-shaped, as you might say. But the mutual comes out. The Hang's still down by 1 frag, and pops the vision now as he makes his way over to the bridge and dodging that rail, grabbing some rockets. This rail really bad. Needs to be careful, though.
Just following his movements exactly there. Hank doesn't want to pick up the line again, not to give off that sound cue, but decides that, you know what?
I need it.
Yeah,
this is an important weapon.
At some point, you just have to. If you don't have it already, be careful. Good heavy machine gun.
Jakes, as the heavy armor is picked up by Dehang. Good rail from Razy. Another one. Dehang returns. Here's the vision popped. Oh, that rocket. Up the jump pad he goes. Ghostwalk has been popped, and Razy makes his great escape. Dehang looking a little bit of panic there. There's the wall jump over. Aggressive play from Razy. The Mega will get taken. Razy gets that frag. Very aggressive, but it pays off.
Even with the mega health going towards the Hank, he still managed to have the damage output. Again, you expect that sort of level of respect when someone goes through the choke point to run away from you. You're not expecting him to come back through. That Ghost Walk was already used as well, so it wasn't like it was trying to be by surprise. It was just through different medium was.
No, that was definitely a you're going to have to hit all your shots kind of play. And Razy just proving that his LG is very, very strong, something to be feared. Dehang has the stack now, 5:30 in, still down by 2. Razy waiting patiently at the rail. Times it perfectly, misses the shot. Dehang's going to get away with one. Ghostwalk is popped. There's a great rail from Razy on the drop down.
And it's right after the heavy armor is picked up, so it manages to have big effect, having no overstack on the Hank. Careful around the corner here by HMG spawn. The Hank going to get out of there. Some choke points you don't want to go through, but they're going to rendezvous again over near Rockets. Razy is weak. He needs to get out a little bit.
Red leads. Teams are
Is the Hank going to be chasing? He's not far away, but he drops down to Banana. Oh, he finds him, and Razy can't react in time. The Hank with a chance to come back a little more. 1 frag behind. It's totally possible.
Plenty of time right there as Dehang was kind of waiting for the spawn, and instead Razy will gift it to him up the jump pad, but with so much LG, Dehang wasn't ready with the wrong weapon out. Needs to be extremely careful. 3 seconds to the Mega, pops the vision for a little bit of insurance. He sees him go up the jump pad. Is he going to get this rail? And he is! Razy couldn't get through the doorway in time. And now he's got to retreat.
Yeah, it's back to the light armors, back to smaller resources on the map. Dehang going to deny one down lower Banana. Now has the heavy. The Hang stack is pretty scary. Silver lining for Razy as he has a bit of armor, but more importantly his Ghost Wall. I don't think Razy would have heard this, so I'd expect at least 90 damage to come out somehow. But he's actually going to chase a bit more direct. It's a good rocket.
Such good defensive rockets from Razy.
Oh, what, the rail too? Razy surely can't chase on this. He's going to back away. He finds a 25, finds a light. Rockets were reminding me of the Venga versus base moments from Blood Covenant.
Yeah, very, very solid plus back rockets. Exactly what Razy needed as he's maintaining this 1 frag lead and just eating away at this clock. Dehang, as the time ticks away, he's going to become more and more desperate, going to have to risk more and more. There's the vision. He's going to miss out on that rail. That's going to be huge. Still gets all that data, so he might be able to drop down, make something happen. He misses the last second of information where he saw Razy drop to the final level there down in the basement of the caverns. In the pillar room now, rockets raining down, Tribal raining up here. Damage exchange from the players. Dehang is going to make his way quickly over to the heavy. He's going to grab a 50 shard on the way. So stack in favor of Dehang. Here's the aggressive Ghost Walk play. Dehang doesn't know. Behind him, here come the rockets. The LG forcing him down, followed by the rail. 30 at HP. Dehang has to get out of here. He's in big trouble.
He wants to use the piercing sight. He kind of has to help him survive a little. Razy's still respecting that some damage can come out that he might not be able to defend. But oh god, he drops down. 38 health left for Dehang. Razy surely has enough resources to go for this, but he's been so careful, just ensuring that he gets into the mega health. You would have expected Razy to pull the trigger on this and could put himself to 4-2, sorry.
Dehang is the fortunate one to get away from that one, but Crazy missed opportunity to add to his fracking.
I wonder if he deliberately didn't finish it because Dehang could respawn with 50 armor and maybe get himself close to a weapon.
Keep
And
the stack
be a
low, grab the star, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Because he spent the last 20-30 seconds still having no armor. He might have weapons, but he doesn't have enough to push Razy.
Was that a bump?
I think so. He just managed to avoid that damage.
That rail was pretty good. Dehang's going to need more of that. 1 minute left looking for the frag. Razy is giving him opportunities. Dehang won't cash in. 10 HP and Razy peaks again and hits it. That's 4-2. You can see this is on the Dehang. Not happy. 40 seconds left, down by 2, and this is where you get desperate. You have to grab a weapon, you have to start pushing. Razy has that mobility with the double jump, has that rail. He's been hitting his rockets. This is going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah, there's not much time left. Dehang has to be on the hunt. He has to take every single risk possible. 1% to go for it. Up the bounce pad, and be sent right back down to the bottom. And there's that resource lost. Razy should be feeling pretty confident. Right back up the bounce pad, but one more rail for Razy. He wanted to get the pummel, but the rail hits and it's like, you know what, let's just secure it. There's one off the spawn. Is there another rail? It finds it just as Heavy's picked up. And there's the HMG making it 6-2 for Razy, now putting him on match point.
A bit of an exclamation mark near the end there, and you saw the confidence. He's like, I already won, here's a gauntlet, but I don't know. Razy looking really strong, up 2-0. What is happening? What's going on today? What's in the water in Italy?
Indeed. I think Razy's actually in great form at the moment. He looks at peace with himself.
He's meditated today.
Yeah, but so confident on the server, the way that he's composing himself.
This push right here. No business doing that, even with the mega pickup. Perfect LG.
It was totally wild. And I thought that was a bit distracting for Dehang, the fact that he was dealing with that push. But you have to be able to anticipate those type of moves from a player like Razy. You have to have that spam coming out. You have to have the right weapon LG. If you're caught with the wrong weapon out, it's, yeah, it can be goodbye, like in those scenarios.
So going into map number 3. All the pressure on Dehang as we take a look at the stats from that map again. Razy taking it over Dehang. He's up 2-0 in the series. We're going to head over to Vale shortly. And I think it's going to be Eisen versus a Doom guy.
I believe so, if my notes serve me correctly. I think this is a good spot for Dehang. I think Eisen's incredibly solid on this map. I think you can never really go wrong regardless of who you're going against. You've got at least that sort of that 50-50. Just on the champion picking, obviously, execution, as always, is going to be the trump card there. But Doom with Razy, that's another of his sort of top champions, I would say. The thing with Razy, though, out of, I'd say, all the players, he's probably got the most diverse champion portfolio. He's been known for so many different champions and getting success with so many of them over the last couple of years. It's hard to pick a champion and say, yeah, Razy won't be at his top form on this one.
Yeah. I mean, these players are playing at such a high level throughout this whole tournament. The champions are just that added twist, that added flavor to their already immense skill ceiling. The Doom double jump might come in play here. Extremely hard to hit rockets with him jumping all around. But we're going to jump into the third map, Razy versus Dehang. Is Razy going to sweep? We might see that as we're going to start off on Razy right now. He's going to grab the heavy and drop on down to the nail. Heavy machine gun as well. Why not some rail? And he's going to pause and meditate again, because that's what he does, as he has Dehang with the rockets waiting below the jump pad here.
Yeah, I hope that Razy's all right there. Ooh, Razy's out, so I'm going to guess that we have a little reset on our going on. We didn't have any frags taking place, so there won't be any drama there.
Early on in the game, too.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to kind of try and get him back into the server as soon as we can. But again, the pressure all on Dehang. This is a huge map, pivotal. He needs this to stay alive. I mean, you always talk about the mental toughness thing, and you always talk about, okay, I have to just move forward and forget about the last 2 games, but you just watched your teammate play. You just saw what happened. Now you're down 0-2. These thoughts have to be.
I don't want to suggest it, but I'm going to.
How dare you?
Team Liquid
I mean,
out,
look at that.
out at the
When have you seen
quarters.
Dehang like that?
Yeah, he's got to focus, man. He's got to get through. He's got to avenge his brethren's
He's looking
falling.
through his Excel spreadsheets. He's running the numbers. He's looking at the graphs. He's looking at the data. He's trying to account for everything.
Does he work with big data?
That's what he huge data. Huge data. Data that's in the cloud.
I want to talk about Vale and between these players. That not just Dehang, but in North America, Vale is a very popular map. It's very, yeah, just the region has welcomed it, I think, the most in the world.
I think it's even more popular with this shift to time. In rounds, it was a
Yeah,
little more frowned upon, but with time duel, it's a little more. The flow's a little bit better. Vale makes a little bit more sense. It's still extremely deadly, but yeah, in NA, it's played a lot.
Exactly. And the thing is, in EU-CIS region, Vale is much more a niche pick. There's not a lot of people who really call themselves Vale experts. But Razy last year is when we found out that actually he can play Vale just as well as any North American can. And that's where we saw him actually taking that victory over Rafa in the grand final. So seeing him in here on Vale and looking at the big data
In the cloud.
all over the place.
Yep.
I think it's at least even. Dehang has definitely got a shot here. I think he's got a great champion for it, but it's, you know, this isn't your typical random NA versus random EU where normally an NA player would have a great advantage, I think, on this map.
I think it might come down to the turret placement from Dehang. If he could set up appropriate traps with it, if he can get those advantageous 2v1 situations, maybe right outside the telly, maybe down by rail somewhere, or by that armor shard in LG, all of that damage. I mean, we've seen Wally pop off very hard. If you come out a corner and you don't realize, you get hit with 45, 60 damage, and then by the time you know it, you're getting LG'd as well. It can obliterate you. So the traps from Dehang have to be perfect. But again, I mean, Razy, he knows that going in. He knows how to play against Aizen.
I wonder if Doom can... Obviously, there's one thing is like the way that you move around the turret, you can avoid the damage the turret. So I wonder if he's going to play around it on a sort of 360 spherical kind of...
Now this is huge data in the cloud. This is like
this is
5-dimensional data, Zoot. You're blowing my mind right now.
60 chess, all of it.
All of it. As Dehang, I mean, this might actually be a good little breather for Dehang.
He might, actually, he might.
He might be really, lucky in this situation, kind of getting a breather. Doesn't have to go straight into the third map. Can, as we see, kind of collect his thoughts, think about, okay, what do I need to do to maximize my chances of taking this map?
It's been pretty rapid fire, map to map, and now I actually think, okay, what is Razy doing unusually? I think it's those surprise attacks. Sometimes Razy makes those double backs where you're used to seeing Cypher, who got famous more or less not just for his victories, but for the double peaks and triple peaks. Just as you think he goes away, he'll just do a wide peak and do a bit of extra damage. Razy doesn't really double peak or triple peak. He just double peaks, but right back into the room to the other side of it, and you have no idea what's going on. Yeah. And he catches you off guard, and you've already prepared another weapon for the situation you've anticipated, and it's all changed. Dehang, I think, has got to be much more certain of when he sees Razy disappear from the room. Add an extra 5 seconds to when you think he's disappearing, and be ready to pull the trigger again.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it on Blood Covenant. The double jump off the wall straight into the Mega, knowing it's going to spawn, fighting for it, even with disadvantage on positioning, he pushed in, and he got the frag, and stuff like that can just put you on tilt. Maybe not even tilt necessarily, but I can't believe he just did that.
Yeah.
And then those 10, 15 seconds that you're in your own head, that can add to another frag, another missed timing, and yeah, it could spiral out of control. So I think Razy making those kind of plays and having them work are probably lingering.
Allows those negative thoughts to continue, because I've always found that he's quite animated.
He expresses himself very well while streaming.
I love watching his stream.
Big fan. Big fan. If you haven't already, give him a follow.
The way that he comments about himself, whether he makes a good play or a bad play, it's too amusing. But I get the feeling that he always is able to hard reset.
Well, for his sake, I hope that he can, as we're going to get back into this third map, Razy versus Dehang on Vale.
Razy will have Mega Side. He managed to get the rockets and LG early on. I do like that spawn. You get a couple of the trifecta going fast, and you can get some denials going. on the rockets. He's got to be careful here. He'll make his way back up, has to get mega health, and make it in time. But your stack's not looking good still.
Oh, what a rocket.
Beastly shot right there. Crazy has to back out of this, looking for the light armor. He's still not safe. I think he was quiet at exactly the right moment to not get the hang of it a little more curious.
So I had to pick up a go to the hang. He's going to get positioning on this mega. And it was delayed by a lot. But that's not going to stop the hang from making his way onto it. Raisy's going to be nowhere to be found. He wants to slow things down. Still out fast here. Yeah, it looks like he's trying. There it is.
Whoa.
I think it was a tactical delay is what we'll call it. The hang. Absolutely.
It was so tactical that he's not actually going to get the heavy afterwards.
Yeah. Unbelievably tactical. A bit of a misstep there from the hang. Struggling with that mega pickup maybe. But it's all big cloud data. And again, the big cloud data seems to be acting up. Again, no frag though, so whatever technical difficulties we're running into, hopefully we can get those sorted.
Very similar situation. And you know, time to put the headset down a bit. But,
he's going to take all the time that he can to just kind of breathe.
and he won't be unhappy with that. You're making a movement step up, and item goes away. It was more or less exchange. The hang had the better sort of first 45 seconds, and it's about to switch. It's guys will look to get this rectified as soon as possible, but bear with myself for 40 while we take through story times.
Yeah, how's your tap dancing? I'm a bit rusty. It's been a while since I've been to classes. We'll see. Again, the story of the day, I think, is Cypher over Rafa.
It's got to be right.
That was amazing.
I think the one story to look at is definitely Fengis, because obviously the home counter is, but I think Cypher right now is writing himself a new market.
Well, third map will await. We're going to take a short break while we sort these out. Is Dehang going to fight back, or is Razy going to complete the sweep 3-0? Stay tuned, guys. Bear with us. We will be back as soon as we can.
a date with danger. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Meet you in the crew down the sound of death blow. Rise up against invasion. Daughters and sons of a new machine gun. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Meet you in the crew, deliver a death blow.
If he can continue, strangely, his reign of terror despite being the guy mostly out of control. Evil working into that red armor control. Rapper's going to decide to take the fight. The LG is fantastic. Evil's climbing onto him. Brilliant frag there. Evil will increase his lead 2-0.
See that Evil's got no armor. I think he's hurting himself, rocket jumping around. I believe that was the top yellow. He's found him. There's so little time left. Evil, no help. He's going down. We got 15 seconds. Where is the spawn?
Rapper's searching desperately. Oh, there it is. He finds a couple pixels, a couple green pixels for just a moment. But Rapper's movements are perfect. Evil finds his way into Rapper. Oh, he's gonna do it. 2 seconds left. 2 seconds. And Rapper gets the kill. Overtime. Oh! What the hell was that? Rapper finding himself an insane rocket out of nowhere. And he's going to get him off the spawn. What is going on? The GG right now. Rapper with the first map. Unbelievable comeback into the overtime. Will then go in for that play into the middle area.
Why has he done that? Why did he leave the Mega up? He's just given up that frag for seemingly nothing. Rapper's in the match now. He's going to get some rockets on here. He needs to get some pretty immense damage because Evil's stack is not that massive. He's trying to get out. Actually, Evil's doing some decent damage, but he's going to go down.
With a lot of damage, it wasn't quite perfect. Oh, the pin comes in. Rapper is going to catch Evil over by the red, and that's another kill.
Here. Gets him in the air. This is the air rocket. Rapper's in trouble here. He's going to go down. Evil bringing it one step back.
So he went for glory. He went for the frag movie play, the highlight reel. But there was no highlight reel there for him. Oh! There you go. Evil sending Rapper straight down into the fiery lava.
Oh, the LG! He's going to take him down. Surely Rapper's on no health at all. Return damage. Rapper has to be careful himself, and he's early on that red armor. This is a massive opportunity for Evil. The LG's going to take him down, but he cannot find the rail. Rapper, he just jumped in. Very aggressive move. The rail does hit him as well, and there's that Mega does not spawn for a few moments. On top of that, Rapper being aggressive on the top. Evil's going to get out of it. He's at risk of death. Watch out for the rail. Rapper chasing with shotgun, and he's got him. Welcome back, everyone. We are going to be moving back into Razy versus the Hang in just a moment.